Well, I was hoping to use a gator clip as a heat sink, but as you can see, they'll just barely fit, so yeah, and they're going to cover the hole. I might be able to, like, do something like that, maybe. And I'm thinking, okay, the wires are already basically tinned because they're wired to the old one. I'm not going to try to tin that. There's no way. And there's no way that I'd try to tin it without a heat sink because it just melted before I even try to put a wire on it. So I guess I'm just going to take the wire and go for this and a bit of solder and the gun. Wish me luck. I do it on camera, but I got no quick way to move this to. I don't have another real stand. Well, I got a small guitar stand. Wait a sec. Well, I don't see the short guitar stand to try to set this thing on and get you all closer to the work, so much for that idea. Sorry. I'll be right back. Okay, let's see if this works. I have the clips hooked up to the. Wait, hold on a sec. I might not have it hooked up right. No, it should work. Green in, red out. Red in, green out. It doesn't matter. So look. So here's your green, and it goes to your switch, and your red's coming out. That's your hot side. And here's your red, and that's going to this terminal, and that's your ground. We're on. I don't know if the switch is on or off. Maybe it's off. It was off. Cool. Okay, we got a switch. That's a start. We'll be right back. And I did not use a heat sink in order to wire this thing. What I did was I put the wire in through the hole and wrapped it around just enough to keep it from moving. Then I took the gun and I fired it up, got it tinned up so it had like a drop or two of solder on it, just enough in order to hit the terminal up. And then I put the solder and the gun, that part, against the terminal for, took maybe 5 or 6 seconds for it to go. And as soon as, and you wait for the solder to like melt and seep into the nooks and crannies, so to speak, of your connection, and immediately pull that heat off. And it worked. So yeah, cool. Other switch is probably dead too, so I guess that's next. Okay, I'm pretty sure we did this already, but B coil plus, B coil minus. Now that we got the A coil switch working, we got nothing. And we got nothing. Yeah, this thing must be fried too. Wait a sec. Helps if you turn it on, doesn't it? Ah, it's not fried. Cool deal. Except we just lost the wire, I think, didn't we? Yeah, we did. We just lost the wire. Alright, let me put that back on. I don't know why this thing still works if it's... Ah, the other pickup's on. That's what's going on. But then... This is why I was saying that the stuff downstream might need to be disconnected in order to see what's going right here to the end of the black, which is the other end of this coil. And okay, that works. Time to fix another one. Okay, got that one replaced. Not grounding yet to me or anything. Yeah, that's off. That's on. Wow, I have to ground the strings and such somehow. Let's see. The jack and all the various undergrounds, the closest place is going to be somewhere along here. The bridge is metal. The post is metal. Yeah, that would work, I guess. I could. Let's see, this is a screw on a piece of threaded rod, basically, as I recall. So maybe just run a little baby silver wire, one of these things, just from like maybe right there to down here, and then out to there, and underneath. That would be your bridge ground, so to speak. Or you could see, if you try to go for a tuner, then you got a big ass wire running, pardon my French, you got a large wire, or long wire actually, that's going to be running from like the back of a tuner around the screw on the tuner or something to run all the way up here to the leg and then up in with the rest of the electronics. Or, you know, you can do something here, but that makes no sense whatsoever. So, yeah, I guess something here. And if you're going to have a wire coming off the bridge, then you're going to have this wire here. I'm starting to more and more think about drilling and feeding this stuff through the body to the back to make it look neater from the front. One little or two little holes is not going to kill this thing as a soundboard. So, I mean, I've been a good boy about not poking holes in it, so I can afford one or two maybe. Of course, then I'll have to unsolder this. I want to run this through. Maybe, no, I don't want to drill it just for the bridge wire. Guess we'll just run them together. Alright, so where are we at? Okay, we have output to the two switches now. So then we don't really know what's up with our series or our humbucker or series parallel or our phase. Alright, I'll take and go back to the jack for the minute. For the moment. Where are we at here? Ground. He's ground, he's hot here. But those two touching, that would make it not put out anything. Alright, ground. Hot. If there was nothing wrong, we'd be getting noise at this point. I do believe. Alright, moving right along. So we come down to our phase, and all we're really doing is we're switching the polarity on coil A. Where are we at here? Who's A? This one's A. That's A. That's B. Get back in there. Oh, come on. Behave yourself. There you go. Alright. A and B. I taped over the B. I should relabel that. That guy is B. This guy is A. Well, they're going to write an A and a B on the side of the switches before I actually move the stuff for the panel so I can get them in the right spot. Okay, pardon me. Maybe it's time for a cup of coffee. Alright, so we know it's good up to here, and we know it's good up to here. The next place we're going is our phase switch, which is only going to mess with our coil A, which is our green guy, this guy. So we want to basically check the output of the phase switch. I would say it's next. And see whether it works or not. I mean, we know we've got good stuff going into it. This is our hot. Red is hot. Basically, I've tried to wire this as red is hot and black is grounds and blue is neither. And this is also ground. Black is grounds for a particular coil, and this is ground for everything. Ground for like the grounding strap here, all these grounds, everything. So, alright, where are we at here? We've got signal out of A. We're going to phase shift it. This is our phase shift switch. And, right, that's our in, that's our in, that's our ground. These are our two outputs. That's one of them, and that's the other. and you got, you know, it's a phase switch, so it can switch them from positive to negative and back again, kind of an idea. And because of that, you know, it, depending on which way the switch is thrown, one of these will be positive and one of these will be negative. One of these two middle guys right here. So, so I just picked one arbitrarily to label as the red for the phase off. Phase normal as opposed to phase inverted. Okay, so this should be our ground, or, yeah, this is one of our outputs, basically, from the phase switch. I can get a gator clip on it. Okay, so that's one output. And then our other output is the one right next to it. This guy. And now what do we got? This on. Coil A. I got nothing. What do we got over here? Coil A. Don't touch. And coil A. Say volume helps. Let's go back. Now, where was I? Right, these two guys. Black on black. Red on red. Just like a regular battery on a car or whatever. Come on, get over there. Mr. Black. Don't touch that next switch, please. Mr. Red. Thing, get on there. Now for Mr. Volume. Again, we got nothing. bored yet? Or just pause the camera, read, and write, or are you learning something? I'm afraid I'm going to bore people too much. I don't want to waste a lot of time this reader red for half an hour. Well, that works. Okay, so that's downstream the switch. Then we go right it only works in positions 1 and 5. It doesn't work in 3. Alright. I'm not going to waste any more of your time watching me be stupid and forget to throw switches on before I see if they're any good or not. So, yeah. I'll be back. I'll be back when I actually find something other than me being stupid. Alright, I'll be right back. Well, not right back, but I'll be back. If you recall, back when I was going to use the 3 ways instead of the 5 ways, and I was saying that I was going to use the bridge and the neck positions for like phase on, phase off, and the bridge and the neck positions of the other switch for series or parallel. And when you went to the middle or the both position, it should theoretically do nothing. It looks like I was right, because since I'm using 5 ways instead of 3 ways, position 1 and 5 should get me whatever the switch is supposed to do, and 2 and 3 and 4 should do nothing. It should be just dead. So, yeah, it might actually be working, and I just never turned it all on. Let's see. Properly, you need to, I don't know if I wired the volume right or backwards, but the volume should be clockwise. That's not depressed. I don't know which way these go. Let's see. This way. So I believe up is on, which means they need to be turned around because we want down is on. Or at least I was thinking that would be the better way to do it. What do you think? Up for off, down for on? Yeah. Then let's see. Series phase. That's probably that's either phase off or phase on, and this is either humbucker or parallel. So yeah, now it might work once you turn everything on. You watch, little stupid. You watch, it'll work, and it'll be like, yeah, I'm what's known as the absent-minded professor here. Builds a circuit, works first time out except for fried switches, but forgets to turn the damn thing on. No, I'm probably not that good. Or maybe I am. That shouldn't do that. Let's see what these ones do. That's a phase switch. Wow. Weird. So let's see. But that's a both. That's position 2. This is neither. That's a both again. This is position 4. So this will pick up just the 1. Alright, so that's the phase, and that's phase off. And that's phase on, I believe. And then this should be our series parallel. That doesn't work well. Oh, wait a second. Disconnection. Series and loose connection. Something's touching. No touching. Yeah, disconnected something. That should be humbucker, because I think it's a little louder. And that should be... No, maybe that one's humbucker. Anyway, I think it might be working. I'm going to play with it a little bit. I'll be back. Yep, loose connection. Long pot. I'm gonna have to fix that one. Yeah, bad, sorry. Where are we at time-wise? Starting to get late here. Hopefully, what time is it? Yeah, we're at almost half an hour. I think I'm gonna call it a video, and maybe even call it a night, too. I didn't work on this thing full time today, so. But hey, it was day 7, right? On the 7th day, I'm allowed a little rest. So, okay. I guess, I think I'm going to turn in, and in the morning, I'll solder up that loose output terminal actually, on the volume pot.